Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wildcard Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career, but that will to win. It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career, but that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now the starters defensively for the Vikings. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, pretty good, but this week I expect it to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 60 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you get and you get the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point split to play.
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a
space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down. Done. And he's going to have the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marsh. And they'll get him down. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two, wasn't able to do. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard alley. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good display of power, but it will long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 6 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra points, offense ready to head back out there. They come in as the 3 seed, and this will very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this one. But while they wanted one of those top 2 spots, they're still in a pretty good position.
They are, and let's face it, any team that gets into the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a good position because they're doing what the rest of the league wants. A lot of people are sitting at home watching them, but you made a good point. Everyone is vying for one of the top 2 spots. You get an opening, you get a week off, don't have to play that opening week, and then you get a chance to collect yourself and see how everything else falls with it.
Yeah, maybe they get a win here and get some momentum. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Check.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold.
We've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Chambers. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete again. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 30. It's play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete.
And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run. It's Sanders. He can't get him down. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morton. His 2nd catch of this looming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he can only manage to get this to the 45. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That throw by Brady incomplete. On the catch there, it'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll be stopped right at
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Open for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Hey. 4 down. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pick. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
You better be ready next.
If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Chambers. And he's unable.
And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a ton of options.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Brady now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoff. As we've done all year, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. That is caught at the 7. Minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's George from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No fear.
Here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team fixed something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Take over with a new set of downs. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They run the counter. George. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. As 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect. Some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder.
54, right there, 54 miles.
On 3rd down, it's George, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Another run with Sanders.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Yard line.
Everyone's got 4 down.
On 2nd down now, it's George, and he'll get it
To the
out.
football pretty quickly.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Things up.
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escapes the... But now he's swallowed up and taken. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is...
And that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No one.
And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Owens.
15 line. We want it. Come to my world. Get it.
2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the outs. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space.
Losing yardage back at the 12.
Mike's 50.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. The call, they already had it lined up, never even got to it.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the finish. Exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down at the 38-yard line. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. To throw, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step. Is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally drop, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. There, 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. To the end zone, but it's in
the shadow of your goal line. You've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job. Successful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion right now.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45.
Type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders.
What's the run? They're running it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be quiet here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45.
Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Vikings is 3rd and 6. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Throw left C to put themselves in the right position.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Booker on the catch. Now going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And the athleticism on the spin move. Pick up the first before he's brought down.
50, Mike, 50. You gonna see me?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That one on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. They stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no! Charles on the losing side of things. You know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.